Well, the Reform chairman, Zia Youssef, one of those hailing a pretty bombshell set of figures. And it's really interesting, you know, when you look at what Conservative members make of the present situation, well, around half, 51%, against the idea of merging with Reform, but 42%, according to YouGov, of Conservative members in favour of merging with Reform, and 52%, over half, believing a merger would improve their chances of winning the next general election. Now, of course, at the same time, you've got the likes of Robert Jenrick standing for the Conservative leadership, trying to make their case that they can stop Nigel Farage's party from rising even further. Though you do have to look at research like this, for instance, that shows around a quarter of Labour voters now would actually consider switching to Reform. One of the big reasons for this, of course, is that the boat's still not being stopped by the government. Labour seem to have very few ideas about actually how to stop any of this. And yet you see warnings from the Scottish Tories that they must not lurch to the right, apparently, with Reform dominating much of the discussion within the Conservatives at the moment. Now, you did recently see a local by-election that I highlighted where Reform actually beat the Tories in that. That was up in Scotland. And what you're now seeing in Westminster voting intention for Scotland for the first time is, with this Norstat poll, Reform in third place in Scotland, level with the Tories. They're the big riser, again, since the general election. That's a trend we've seen with Reform recently. And when you look at the Scottish Parliament, of course, the Welsh get a Parliament, the Scottish get a Parliament. We English don't get an English Parliament. But nevertheless, the Scottish Parliament at the moment, with the list system there, could see 9 Reform UK MSPs compared to the Conservatives on 16. So more signals that since the election it has been Reform gaining support and actually level there with the Tories in another Westminster poll, this time for Scotland. Based on previous polls, if Reform are level with the Tories in Scotland, they could well be ahead in England and in Wales. Let me know what you make of all of that though in the comments below, guys. We'll keep bringing you all the latest. Thanks for watching.